Well, nothing overlapped in an intrusive way. So
Yeah,
like
in
if
a
we were
negative
hanging
way
out,
that,
yeah, like I never we're not hanging out and I'm like asking you, IT questions unless every now and then like we both like I got a quick question, if you don't mind, work related question. They're like, oh yeah,
yeah,
go. But we know when the time is right. We're not gonna be over here swimming in the pool and be like, hey, by the way, I need I'm
yeah.
trying to figure out why my network keeps acting up, and we're like, oh man, give me a break.
Yeah, my office manager said you didn't help her out very quick.
Yeah, you're like, what the heck? But I've been a victim of for sure. I hate to call it a victim, but I've experienced where people will hit me up all kind of times. We're hanging out, we're supposed to be laughing, and then now they're bringing work stuff. Hey, by the way, what's the status of my tax return? And what's this? What's that? You're asking me questions, and I'm going to have to open my laptop to figure things out. And I'm like, my friend, like, if you keep calling me under the guise of friendship, but it's really like work
Yeah.
related stuff, like, I stop answering the calls after a while. I start telling my admin, hey, put this person on the calendar, you know?
You're telling on yourself. People are like, oh man, that's why you never asked me.
Hey, hey, like, but that's partly on me because I do have a hard time shutting people down. I really have a bad time with if I feel like somebody's feelings are going to be hurt. Sometime, yeah, it's sometime avoidance is my way to protect them. But now that I think about it, oftentimes people feel hurt if they don't hear back from you because they're like,
Yeah,
I thought we were friends and we're friends, but like I felt being abused, so I just like, "Arr."
yeah. Well, and I think that goes on to the maturity of the friendship as well, and the
Yeah,
maturity of the person. And see, your friend circle has a bigger net
mm,
of people that fall into the friend category,
mm,
and my I uh, my friend net is small, but my associate net is large,
I see.
and so my friends are limited to people that can think on a similar wavelength and have that respect that's needed.
Yeah.
And the moment that they fall outside of that respect level, they have been moved to the associate category. and, and that's not, I mean, that's not like super harsh, like, oh, well, you insulted me at this point. Like, no, I'm not saying that. Like,
You tell them, hey, let's just be associates for now. We were
no,
friends, but you tell them that or
no, it's not a, it's a mental,
yeah.
it's a mental checkbox, not a formal establishment.
Gotcha.
It's
You
not
ever
like,
see the video? At this
it,
point, you've been downgraded, and your membership is now associate level.
because it's not like someone you become friends with. Like, hey, we have become friends now.
You're right, right. It's
It's
true.
not,
That's true. That's true.
yeah. So no, I mean, I think I developed those mental measures just as a protection to myself because you know getting hurt by a friend can be super painful. Definitely, if you let them into that trusted zone, and I just have those protective walls up. So someone's in the associate category until proven otherwise.
Yeah, yeah. And one reason I think that we're so, strong friends is like we're opposites, and like opposites tend to hang on to each other. And there's things that they say if people tend to be friends with people who are like them or who are like who they want to be. Like they have qualities that they would
Yeah,
like to have. And
yeah,
so, a lot of things I see in you that I'm like, you know what, that would be good to have like, like just your strategic thinking, very logical at times. Like, I'm a very fast friend type of person. I'll meet you. we'll fall in love, literally, like, like I'll meet you, I'll have a great time, we'll bond, we'll be like, man, this person is amazing, like, let's exchange numbers. And then they'll reach out, and it might be crickets from me, and it doesn't mean I don't care about them, but it does sometimes mean I'm the type of person, whatever I'm doing, that's all I'm doing. and
Yeah.
and it ends up biting me sometimes, because if someone's texting me but I'm in a conversation with someone else, or I'm at a party or an event, social gathering, I'm not looking at my phone to see what's happening. I'm just fully right here. And
Yeah.
I say that to say, yeah, you're right, I do let a lot of people in. um but at the same token, even if a person is hurt or offended at times, I realize that I could write people off pretty quickly too. Not
Yeah.
intentionally, but if they're like, all right, well, this guy's not my friend for whatever reason they put up in their head, and I'm like, I'm not gonna cry
Okay.
over
Yeah.
spilled friendship, because
Yeah.
I have so many friends anyway. You know,
Yeah.
that sounds mean to say. I'm not. It's not intentional, but like, there's no shortage of people to meet and be friends with,
Yeah.
really.
And that's being nice to people that may hear what you're saying, like, oh, I'm not trying to be mean.
Well, no, no, no. This is just me. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to hide or anything. I'm just realizing who I am. Like, I love you, and I really will love you. Next time I see you, we're right back where we left off. It's just,
Yeah.
I'm not a person to maintain every relationship from every person I meet. I meet a ton of people, but like I said, we fall in love quick. Like, if you ever been to like a summer camp, and I don't mean to talk so much, but if you ever been to a
Oh,
summer
you're
camp
good.
and you make friends, for that week, and then when you leave, like, you miss them, like, that's the kind of thing. Like, I'll make friends, and like, while we're there at the camp, we're besties. And
Yeah.
when the camp is over, hey, enjoy your life, and like, I still got love for you. And if we see cross paths again, boom, we're back, right back besties in that moment.
Yeah. And I live vicariously through your extrovertedness. And so, like, I'm a total introvert, so I may not make a lot of those connections right off the bat. Like, it usually has to be an event to, like, cause me to create those establishments. And
Mm.
I've met a lot of great people through you. And
Oh, and like,
some people that I've kept in contact with along the way. So,
mhm.
you know you're my connector.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, and you're my, like, strategist, like, you sounding board. I'll be
Yeah.
coming to you, talking to you, be like, man, this is how you solve it. You just can't be so nice. You just gotta remove emotions and attack it this way. And I'm like, oh, it's gonna hurt their feelings. You're like, well, man, this is unfair. It's unfair to you if you keep going. And I'm like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
just
The truth sounding board.
just on the board. Absolutely. And by the way, we're going to be talking, and then we're going to be, we just let the conversation go where it goes. But we got to talk about defining boundaries. We kind of talked about, we use artificial intelligence, AI, to create this entire podcast. We have a year's worth of topics that will resonate with the everyday person out here grinding gracefully as possible. And we love to, eventually, we're going to be sharing success stories of many of you who are also grinding out there, and you're grinding in grace, or you're grinding with grace. Or But at the end of the day, we love to also hear from you and see, hey, what is the things that you're dealing with? Is what we're talking about relevant to what you're dealing with now, and what do we need to do to improve? But man, just so you know, artificial intelligence is the equivalent of a calculator for words. You know, we all know how to do our times tables. We know how to do long division, addition, subtraction. But if we need to know the answer to 10,048 times 126, we're not going to just pull out a paper when you can literally type it up real quick on a calculator. And that's the exact same thing what AI is right now. It's literally a way to help solve a problem and it provides a solution quickly. And you can know if the answer is right based on context and based on your experience. And that's the true beauty in it. So,
Yeah.
guys,
So
if you haven't,
you put
say,
the, yeah, just plugging into that. And just like a calculator, as the example you gave, you have to put the right numbers in to get the right numbers out.
that's it.
So you said something like the quality of your answer is only based off the quality of your question
That's it.
that you asked. So
You're
yeah,
100%.
and so yes, we did generate this podcast through AI, but the actual content, uh, it just gave us contextual information, but the content is based off our experiences. Um, I have a background uh, in business for many years, starting back from a brick and mortar store to online drop ship to multi-level marketing to service businesses, product businesses. I've literally had my hand in every pot that you could put out there almost. Uh, and now shooting YouTube videos, being the content creator. Like, I mean, what else? I don't know what I don't have experience in
Bitcoin.
at this point.
Yeah.
Manufacturing. Okay, I don't have experience in manufacturing. I never want experience in manufacturing.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
don't want
tough line of
manufacturing
business.
experience, but I do want a product manufactured.
Yeah, yeah.
Potential.
I mean, I have ideas, but I don't know. I watch too much Shark Tank to know that. Yeah, developing a product is a tough thing to do, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, just going back into like the content is just shared through our experiences. Well, we're going to share it in raw form so that we're not going to really edit anything. If we have like a scene that needs to be removed because we shared some names or anything like that, we may bleep it or just cut it out, just protect other people's privacy because these are real conversations that we're having.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're going to
so
be transparent as possible. We're going to be authentic. We're going to give you the truth, how we really feel. And our whole goal is to provide value for you to make sure, hey, does this resonate with what you're dealing with? Is this something that you can, listen to and kind of be better off it? But because of it, is this something to where you at least know you're not crazy because you're dealing with the same issues that most business owners are dealing with? But it's kind of lonely out here at times, especially if we're not making an effort to be out there and get connected through conferences or workshops or networking. It can be lonely. So, as
yeah,
you're working and listening to this, thank you for listening. And may we continue to add value to your life.
yeah, yeah.
Matter
So
of
like
fact, if
this.
you want to send us any ideas, should we put our email on here?
Yeah. We'll put our email down below the bottom of the video so that you can email us any ideas that you have that you would like shared or discussed in any way. Because we see this as a therapeutic approach to have these discussions about people that are on the grind in life, whether they own a business or a high charge career chasing person.
Right.
You can resonate with the content that we're going to share because, or just a work from home professional. Like some of the content that I shared today is like you can understand exactly what I'm talking about. So, definitely click the subscribe button, uh, click the like button and hit that bell notification so that you can be reminded each time that we post a video. And we're going to try to do at least one video a week for the next 52 weeks so that, we can always be with you. All right. So we'll go ahead and sign off for this one today and we'll catch you next time.
Cheers.